Hello everyone. In this session, I'll be discussing about training on technical examination. I have selected some question paper from the examination such as assistant engineer, assistant electrical inspector, and other type of examination. And I have mentioned question paper code and date of exam also. So I am mainly focusing the topic transformers in this session. Let us move on. First question. A transformer transforms A frequency, B voltage, C current, then D voltage and current. What is the right answer for this question? Actually, transformers transforms both voltage and current. So I should go for option D. So option D is the right answer. So it transforms without changing frequency. Okay, the right answer is option D. It's a static device, and you have to refer any of the machine's textbooks and you will be getting more information on transformer. Anyway, let us discuss few points in this session. Okay. Moving on to question number 2. Transformer core are laminated in order to simplify its construction, minimize eddy current loss, reduce cost, reduce hysteresis loss. Transformer core is laminated. Why? Because the eddy current has to be minimized. So that is why core lamination will be provided. So to minimize eddy current loss. Now let us study some features about eddy current loss and hysteresis loss. You have to compare the eddy current and hysteresis loss. I have prepared a few points regarding hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. Regarding the definition, the loss occurs because of relative motion between core and the magnetic flux, that is called eddy current loss, where the losses which occur because of reversal of magnetism, that is called hysteresis losses. One of the popular formulas of eddy current loss and hysteresis loss are as follows. Eddy current loss P is given by Ke V F square T square Bm square, where F is the frequency. So eddy current loss is directly proportional to frequency square and the thickness. Similarly, the magnetic flux density and V is the voltage where K is the eddy current constant. Regarding the hysteresis loss, pH is given by KH times V times F into B to the Bm raised to 1.6. Okay, here hysteresis loss also directly proportional to frequency, then voltage, and directly proportional to Bm raised to 1.6. How to minimize eddy current? That means you can go for lamination. Core should be provided lamination. So regarding the hysteresis losses, by using silicon steel, it is having less hysteresis value. Then you can go for silicon steel to minimize hysteresis losses. So these are the basic speciality that you have to understand. Okay. Problems will be asked based on the equations. Clear? Let us discuss the third question. Moving on to third question. In an ideal transformer, the no-load primary current I0 lags behind V1 by 90 degree. It is in phase with V1, lead by 90 degree, lags by 45 degree. Actually, ideal transformer, it is basically inductor. Transformer, it is an inductive load. Okay. No-load primary current I0. What is the specialty of inductive load? What is the specialty? Current will always lag behind the voltage at an angle 90 degree. Same thing will be applicable for this case. Okay, I can go for option A. So option A is the right answer. That is the question number 3. Okay, you should know the relation between current and voltage in ideal capacitive load, ideal inductive load, resistive load. Okay, some basic comparisons are required. And try to draw the phasor diagram corresponding to ideal transformer and ordinary transformer. Okay, actually ideal transformers or real transformers is not existing. Just for the theoretical analysis we are performing. Let me discuss about question 4. A transformer has negative voltage regulation when its load power factor is. Very important question. All candidate will get confused if we get these kind of questions. A transformer has negative voltage regulation when its load power factor is 0, unity, leading, lagging. Actually, the right answer is for transformer it has a negative voltage regulation when the power factor is absolutely leading. At that time, you will be getting voltage regulation. You have to draw the phasor diagram, then you will come to know. Regarding unity power factor, let me write UPF. Regarding unity power factor, so percentage regulation will be positive. Percentage regulation. I'll be writing percentage R, it should be positive. Please note down this. Similarly, regarding lagging power factor, UPF it will be positive, regulation will be positive. Regarding lagging power factor as well, the percentage voltage regulation, that is also will be positive. So please note on this point. It can be asked in the examination because candidates will get confused. Okay, so better explanation, you can draw the phasor diagram. Definitely, you will come to know. Okay, so for leading power factor, the regulation is negative. For UPF as well as lagging power factor regulation, percentage voltage regulation will be positive. Actually, regulation should be, the value of regulation should be as minimum as possible for a better performed transformer everywhere. Regulation should be as minimum. Value of regulation should be as minimum as possible. Question number 5. No load test on transformer is carried out to determine copper loss, magnetizing current and no load loss, efficiency of the transformer. Actually, no load test. It is also called as OC test. OC test. The OC test is mainly carried out because we need to determine the no load losses as well as magnetizing current. So that is why we are going to determine no load test, or you can call OC test. Let us compare OC and SC test. Okay, and familiar some equations on OC and SC test. That will be very important topic. Open circuit and short circuit test of transformer details are given below. Why we are conducting this? To predetermine efficiency, regulation, and circuit constant. What is OC test? The OC test means the value of no load current is very small as compared to full load rated current. Actually, secondary of the transformer will be open, and you will be applying the rated voltage of the transformer. Okay, so that you will be getting core loss. You are able to get the core loss, or you can call iron loss. Clear? So watt meter reads core loss. Here for OC test, the amount of copper loss will be negligibly small. Okay. So equations are available. The core loss that is given by V1 I naught cos phi naught. From this you can able to calculate cos phi naught. Okay. That is iron loss or core loss. It depending on the magnetic flux. Iron loss or core loss, that will be directly depending on magnetic flux. This is very, very important point. Please note on this. Iron loss or copper loss, that will be directly depending on the magnetic flux. It can be asked some kind of questions. Working current can be written as W naught by V1. From that you can able to calculate magnetizing current, square root of I naught square minus IW square. Okay, working component, working current. Similarly, the equivalent exciting resistance is the ratio of V1 by the working current, and the equivalent exciting reactance is given by V1 by magnetizing current. Similarly, SC test mainly used for determining what is the purpose. Determine copper loss, SC test. Okay, short circuit test. So there is a correction actually. Here it should be copper loss. Short circuit test is mainly used for determining the copper loss. Clear? Okay, you can note down this. The iron loss, or the iron loss of the transformer, that is depending on the flux. Okay, it is less occur in SC test because low value of flux. Yes, in SC test the value of flux is too less. So you can able to calculate the total amount of copper loss by using the formula I2 full load current. That means full load current divided by secondary of the short circuit current, the whole square into WC, where WC is the copper loss. Then I2 SC square into RES is equal to WC. From this you can able to calculate RES. Similarly, from this equation you can able to calculate ZDS. Okay, that is also possible. You know, if you know RES and ZDS, obviously you can calculate XES, reactance. Okay, these equations will be helpful for doing some kind of numerical example. Please note down. Let us discuss the remaining part of the questions. During short circuit test, the iron loss of a transformer is negligible because entire input is just sufficient to meet the copper loss only. Flux produced is small fraction of nominal flux. Iron core becoming fully saturated. Supply frequency is held constant. Just now we discussed in case of SC test, the flux produced is very small. Surely I can go for the option B. Option B is the right answer, and you can note down this. Okay. So previous notes you can refer. I have shown you a bit early. Moving on to question 7. The secondary winding of the following transformer is always kept constant. So we have the list of transformer like power transformer, current transformer, voltage transformer, step down transformer. So among this transformer, so the secondary of one transformer is always kept closed. Actually, the answer is very clear. We already studied in measurement also. The CT, current transformer, the secondary always should kept closed. Otherwise, high voltage will be developed at the secondary of the CT. That is very much dangerous. So never keep the CT terminal open. Secondary of the CT never should be kept open. So it should be always closed. Okay, so that is the right answer. Surely you can mark current transformer or CT. We can call CT. Okay, so that point you have to note down. This is one of the important question. Okay, related questions can be asked in the competitive examination. Hope these equations will be helpful for you. The secondary of the CT is always short circuited under the operating condition because it avoids core saturation and high voltage induction. So that is why these things will be taken place. So these are the selected questions which I had already repeated. Okay, similar kind of questions will be asked. So better refer some kind of textbook and appear these kind of objective questions. Hope you have got a brief information about the important questions related to transformer. Let me continue in the upcoming session based on similar questions. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video. In case any queries, you can put up in the comment box. Thanks again.